Hello, my loves. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you're new around here, my name is Sarah, and part-time, I resell new and used clothes on all kinds of different platforms, but this video is focusing specifically on Poshmark. Now, I am focusing my sales in June. I know that we are long past June, but I've got a little bit of catching up to do with my sales with you. So here we go. I am purposely a little bit off center because as I talk about pieces that sell, I'll put a little image here for you so you can, get the whole picture of what the item looks like as I describe it and so forth. So with that said, I'm just gonna go ahead and start sharing. Now, I do have my computer in my hand, so if you see me looking down and up, that is what I am looking at. Just wanna make sure I get all the correct information for you guys. The first item to sell in the month of June was an Adidas polo. This was men's and it came from a Flyp lot. And this sold for $12. There was no shipping discount attached to it at all because of Poshmark's fees. I got $9, but again, that was a Flyp lot. So I ended up splitting, I believe that was 50-50. So really I didn't make that much money, but this is part of all of my experimentation. If you are new, like I said, I welcome you here. I just love exploring different types of sourcing strategies and to see what works and what doesn't work. And at this time in June, it was when I just got into Flyp and I was really almost applying for every single lot. I wouldn't suggest applying for a lot with Adidas at this point of what I've learned, but it's all part of the game and learning things. Next thing that sold specifically on Poshmark was a short sleeve round neck universal thread shirt. This came from free inventory that I sourced through the Nextdoor app. This sold for $13. There was a shipping discount attached to it, so I did get $8.33 from it. Again, it was free inventory, and I will always take those low sales with that free inventory. This next piece also came from free inventory, but it was in a little bit of a different way. This actually was my boyfriend's as he was cleaning out his closet. It was a Tampa Bay Rays Crawford jersey. This sold for $30. There was no shipping discount attached to it. I will say that this went for a little bit lower than we were hoping to get for it. But again, he was just cleaning out his closet, so we took the offer. Didn't make a difference either way. It probably would have been donated if I wasn't reselling. So it's money in the pocket, time for, going out to dinner or whatever. These J. Crew 484 slim pants came from a Flyp lot. They sold for $28. There was no shipping discount attached to it, so I did get $22.40. Of course, splitting that 50-50 with the person that I was consigning with. This next piece also came from Flyp. They were Nike Golf Tournament shorts. These sold for $15 with no shipping discount. This was, of course, the 50-50, just as it was, $12. That means $6 went into my pocket. Yet another Flyp piece, the Zara red and black velvet blazer came from Flyp. Like I said, this sold for $30. That gave $24 of profit and then splitting that 50-50 as well. As you can see, I'm not making a killing on these Flyp lots, but it's definitely inventory into my house that I don't necessarily have to source for. I have since gotten away from Flyp a little bit more because I realized that as I was paying for items, I was paying up way more than I would if I would source on my own. So I've started to source on my own a little bit more, as well as the ThredUp rescue boxes. Those have been going so well for me, so I will probably continue those. This Kate Moss and Topshop collab dress came from Flyp, of course. This sold for $25 with no shipping discount attached to it. That gave me $20 and then the 50-50 split. This Peter Millar sweater came from Flyp. It sold for $40 with no shipping discount attached to it. They gave me $32, of course, with that split. This next piece was not from Flyp. It was actually from the free inventory that I got through the Nextdoor app. This was an Ann Taylor Loft white tank top. This sold for $10 with no shipping discount, so it gave me $7.05. All that profit was mine because that was free. This Auburn long sleeve white t-shirt, it was almost like an athletic type t-shirt. This sold for $13 with a shipping discount, so it was $172 of shipping taken out. So that means it gave me $833 of profit, but it was flipped, so of course I had to split that as well. This weatherproof vintage pink shirt sold from a ThredUp rescue box. It sold for $17 with no shipping discount attached to it. It gave me $13.60. I estimated my cost of goods of that to be roughly $2. I did get quite a bit of wear of this shirt on my own as well, so it's almost like I rented it and made money off of that. So kind of worked out. I had family pictures. Actually, as I was opening this, I was thinking, okay, I could wear this in my family pictures, and I did end up wearing it for those pictures for sure, which I love. So this shirt lives on in my memory, but I also made money off of it. That's the fun thing about reselling, is you have a closet of your own, but you also make money. Even the clothes that I purchase for myself, I sometimes put up on these websites because I'm typically the person that overwears clothes like crazy and they end up getting raggedy, especially shoes. So if they sell before they get to that point, I take that as a win. I still get to wear them, still get the pictures and everything. I used to do Rent the Runway with all of my clothes, so I hardly had any clothes before reselling. So it's almost like my version of still renting clothes. This ASOS Illuminati t-shirt sold for $11 with free shipping. So that gave me a whopping 38 cents of profit. Now this was a piece also that my boyfriend was getting rid of. So I guess 38 cents is better than donating. But by the time I processed this, put it in a bag, I probably spent more than 38 of time and materials in it. But I don't know. It sold, hopefully triggering sales. It is what it is. Sometimes that happens. This next piece kind of made up for it. It was free inventory, so all profit to me. It was a loft black and white kind of geometric print dress. It sold for $21. There was a shipping discount attached to it, but it did get $15.08 of complete profit. So from the 38 cents to the $15.08, I guess it kind of equals out. So I'll take it. Just got to look in the big picture of these kinds of things. You're never going to make out on top if you look at every single sale one by one. You just have to see how much you make in a month overall. These Zara, the 90s slim cropped white pants are men's. I did sell them for a friend of mine. They did sell for $15. I had the 50-50 split on them as well. It gave me $12 of profit, so really $6 into my pocket that I made. On Saturday, June 18th rather, the Sail to Sable textured striped knit dress sold for $20, no shipping discount. This was from Flyp. That gave me $16 and then the split as well. These Spiritual Gangster sweatpants came from a Flyp lot. They sold for $32 with no shipping discount. That was $25.60 after Poshmark's fees. And then just like before, the split from Consignment. This Next flowy tank top was the brand Next. It came from free inventory that I sourced through the Nextdoor app. It sold for $9 with no shipping discount, so that gave me $6.05 of complete profit. So I will definitely take that. This DIY Define Your Inspiration camo jogger pants came from a Flyp lot. These sold for $14. There was a shipping discount attached to them, so I got $9.33. And then the split, again, I'm not so sure about Flyp anymore. I am starting to get a little bit higher sales because I'm getting a little bit more picky, but I've kind of, been just sourcing on my own. But at this point, I was obviously deep into Flyp. This Next sleeveless denim tie waist dress came from free inventory. Anytime you hear the brand Next or Loft, it's usually the free inventory. This sold for $14, no shipping discount, so that gave me $11.05 of complete profit straight into my pocket to reinvest. This red sleeveless hoodie t-shirt, it was definitely t-shirt material and it was men's. It was sold for $13. There was no shipping discount. This I got from a Quick Let's Amazon lot, or Amazon pallet, a whole pallet that I sourced well over a year ago. I estimated my cost of goods to be about 50 cents on that pallet, and I have way made my money back on that and then some. So this is just icing on the cake. I have just a few more pieces from that pallet, and of course I'm just letting them go for whatever they go for. $10.05 from 50 cents, definitely will take that for sure. A lot of pieces ended up going in the $20 to $50 range, which I was pretty surprised about with an Amazon pallet, but everything was brand new. Think about, things that you tried on one time and you return. That's the type of things that I was getting. Some of the stuff wasn't even out of the package. It was completely brand new. So if you are just kind of starting out and you want to get your toes just dipped in, I would suggest going for that. I will put a little snippet here of how much they are going for now. The prices vary from time to time of, I guess how much inventory they have from Amazon. So I'll put what it is right now in a little snippet. This Chico's lightweight blue and white striped shirt came from a Flyp lot. It sold for $25 with no shipping discount attached to it, which gave me $20 after platform fees. And then of course I have to pay out, I believe this one was a 60-40 split. This J. Crew purple blouse came from a Flyp lot, one of my very first lots. I think it actually was my first lot that I got. It sold for $16 with no kind of shipping discount attached to it. That gave me $12.80. Because it was my first one, I think I actually got a 40-60 split. That means I only got 40% of the profits, and then the other person got the 60%. This Massimo burnt red orange shirt came from a ThredUp rescue box that I estimated to be about $2 a piece. It sold for $12. There was a shipping discount, so I earned $6.37. Of course, then taking out the approximate $2 cost of goods for it. This Next, and of course you hear the brand Next, free inventory from the Nextdoor app. This was a yellow, blue, and white floral dress. It sold for $20, no shipping discount, so that means I got $16 in profit right into my pocket. This See You Soon blouse, which I believe is an Anthropology brand, came from a Flyp lot. This sold for $34. It did have a shipping discount of $1.72 attached to it, so that gave me $25.48 after platform fees. And then of course, because it came from Flyp, I had to pay out to the other person as well. This Vince Camuto cheetah or leopard print dress came from a Flyp lot. It sold for $17. There was no shipping discount attached to it, so that gave me $13.60. Of course, just like the other ones, I had that 50-50 split. This Cuba soft leather black satchel handbag also came from a Flyp lot. This sold for $23 with no shipping discount. That gave me $18.40 after the platform fees and then the split as well. This Bowden blue and white striped button-down shirt came from another Flyp lot. This one did have free shipping, so it sold for $22 with free shipping, so that was only $9.93. And then it also was a 50-50 split, so really didn't make that much money on it. But again, I was more in my experimentation phase with this lot, or with this month rather. These Guess Ultra Slim McCray fit pants came from a ThredUp rescue box. These sold for $24 with no shipping discount attached to it at all. Cost of goods roughly $2, so I made $17.20 after the platform fees and cost of goods. This Cloth and Stone white cotton blouse came from a Flyp lot. This sold for $18. There was a shipping discount attached to it. I did have $5.99 shipping attached to it, and I got $11.72 from this after the platform fees, and then the 50-50 split after that even so. This 10-piece reseller mystery box, most of the stuff in here was from a ThredUp rescue box. There was a couple of things that I sourced on my own that, quite honestly, my death pile was so big, I just needed to get rid of some stuff. This sold for $27 with no shipping discount attached to it. That gave me $21.60 of profit into my account, so then I could reinvest in other things. I am slowly but surely starting to get into a little bit higher priced items. So to me, to get rid of 10 pieces that honestly might have been one of those 38-cent pieces was good enough for me. Anytime I do any kind of rescue boxes, I am, straight out, this was a bread and butter. It was very basic brands, Loft, Banana Republic, and so forth. I am honest in what people are getting. I also always put 11 or 12 items in boxes, even though they are 10 boxes. I feel like people just get extra excited to have one more piece, and it's nothing to me if they're coming from one of the ThredUp rescue boxes. I did get extremely positive feedback on this, so I feel like a lot of times people just hit the 5 stars, which is great. I love 5 stars. But with this one, there was an actual comment, so I was, obviously so excited that I got rid of some of my inventory that was packing up, and somebody else was able to benefit from it, and they were so happy to do so. In fact, with this, the buyer did ask for specific sizes, so I have a feeling they were just, getting a mystery box for themselves, which kind of worked out. I would do the same thing if I was searching for a brand new wardrobe. Maybe somebody lost or gained weight and they just needed to get a whole bunch of clothes at a time, or those are the brands that they typically wear, and they knew my closet because I said, look through my closet, you see the types of items that I'm selling, and you get what you get. Anyway, this J. Crew Army Green military dress came from a flip lot. It was one of my first flip lots, so I got only 40% of the proceeds of this one. It sold for $27 with no shipping discount. After platform fees, that was $21.60. This Urban Outfitters Out From Under cropped sweater came from another flip lot. This one was a 50-50 split, I believe. It sold for $18 with no shipping discount, so that was $14.40 after platform fees. Another piece from a flip lot, this Victoria's Secret Ivy silky crossback nightie or nightgown sold for $10. I did not have any kind of shipping discount attached to it, so that was $7.05 after platform fees, and then the payout as well on top of that. These Gustin or Gustine, I think it's Gustin, slim raw denim jeans. Raw denim meaning they were straight denim. There was no stretch to them. They were super thick. I don't know how somebody could wear those. I was so surprised of how thick they were. Anyways, these came from a flip lot. They sold for $45 with no shipping discount attached to it. As I'm starting to get more and more into flip, these are the types of items that I'm looking for. Something that's going to make $40 plus instead of, these little itty bitsy sales that I was getting when I was first starting to get into it. So I'm getting away from flip, but I still kind of keep an eye on when things drop, because sometimes there's like Johnny Was and all kinds of crazy things in there that if it comes up, if I get the opportunity, I'll jump on it. But if it's like, Forever 21, that kind of stuff, probably not going to apply for it as I did in the past. In the past, I was just so excited to get inventory, period, taking it up just a little bit of a notch here lately. So that was all my sales on Poshmark in the month of June. Like I said, I'm a little bit backed up in terms of sharing my sales with you. If this video was helpful to you in any way, if you haven't already, hit the like button. While you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I will come out with videos of what sold specific to platforms in the month of June, And then of course, I'll be moving on to July. By the time I'm done with that, I am sure I'm going to be making videos about August. So if that is interesting to you, I hope to see you there. Until then, I so appreciate your support in allowing us to continue to learn and grow together.